How would it feel if someone took your life from you, threw you into darkness, and then lived your life in your place, while you keep sensing their presence your whole life, helplessly rubbing your hands in regret? This is the central idea of the American psychological horror film Us, which was released in 2019. It is a very unique and extremely complex film because it does not convey its message in a straightforward way. Instead, it relies on assumptions and fiction, which makes it quite difficult to understand. After watching the film and re-watching certain scenes multiple times and doing a bit of research, I'm sharing with you whatever understanding I've been able to develop. One surprising thing about this film is that despite being so complex, it was made on a budget of $20 million and went on to earn $256 million. This film has two dimensions. One dimension is what the director presents as a horror film meant purely for visual thrill. The second dimension is what the writer is actually trying to make us understand. First, let's talk about the aspect that the director presents plainly as a horror film. According to the film, the creator made every human being with two bodies but gave them only one soul. The purpose was that both bodies would keep each other under control and prevent one another from crossing limits. In our society, this concept is known as a hamzad, a double or twin spirit. But when the copies began to harm their original selves, the creator threw all the copies into the deep darkness beneath the earth. The originals received light, a prosperous life, luxury, and a variety of foods. The copies, on the other hand, were given only rabbit meat to eat, darkness to live in, and happiness was never meant for them. Eventually, somehow, the copies freed themselves from the underground darkness and entered the real world, killing their originals and taking their place. At the beginning of the film, a black girl sees her copy in a mirror and assumes it is her reflection. And it was her reflection, but a free one. Now let's talk about the dimension that the writer wants us to understand, using metaphor and assumption. Inside every human being, there is another human hidden, a form of our jealousy, anger, greed, and suppressed desires. Sometimes this inner self becomes so dominant that our true personality is pushed into darkness, and the dangerous person within us begins to control us. It is as if that self starts living our life. There are also people in this world who appear very good on the outside, but are very bad on the inside. They interact with the world through a pleasant outer personality, while their inner self controls their actions, and such people are extremely dangerous. At certain points, it also feels like the film is pointing toward class division. Those among us who are more powerful suppress people just like themselves for their own benefit, pushing their lives into darkness. But sometimes, in the form of rebellion, these oppressed people emerge in a terrifying way and destroy everything in their path. The child characters in the film are also very important. For example, Jason. He has already sensed his connected counterpart, which is why he often wears frightening masks. He also understands the truth about his mother, yet he is forced to remain attached to her. The second young character, Zora, confronts her corrupted counterpart and ultimately defeats her.